Tutorial going over the pose feature in Shotpro. I've just basically put a virtual actor in front of the camera and lined up a close-up. I want to first show you how to manipulate eyes. It's very easy. So like everything in Shotpro, you have to click it and make sure it's selected before you can operate on the object. I've selected the object here. I'm going to go into pose versus animation. And in pose, you'll see these different options to control the eyes, the head, the various parts of the character's body. So let me select eyes because that's what I want to do. And then you'll see I have control by moving this virtual pupil. I can move his eyes in any direction. So let's do a little keyframing of his eye trace. I'm going to start the timeline with him looking straight forward. Maybe at 1 second he's going to look left. And then maybe at 2 seconds he's going to be looking back to the middle, maybe up a little bit. And then at 3 seconds he's going to be looking off right. And like this. And then maybe at 4 seconds he'll be looking straight back at the audience. Right into the camera. Okay, so now if we look at it, it's pretty straightforward. So what I just demonstrated with moving eyes is the same with any body part. So let's say we want to have it move his left foot. I could select it. See it kicked out like that. I don't like the way that the character's limbs move once selected because that can be annoying. You have to move it back to where you want it to be. But in any event, that's just an artifact of the software. Some of these things, when you select them, it moves. But what I want you to notice is if I select his left foot, you see this little dot that throws up. Throws out. That's a controlling dot. So you can grab onto it and you can manipulate his leg, and in any way that you wish, that it'll physically move. And it's tremendously easy, first of all. But so let's say we wanted to make him do a little movement with his leg. Again, put the cursor back at the beginning. We keyframe his leg where it's at, and then we go to 1 second, and well, maybe at 2 seconds he's starting to move his foot around. Let me put it where I want it to be at 2 seconds. Maybe at 2 seconds he's here, and then he kicks it forward maybe, and move it a couple seconds forward, and each time I have to click on this thing to find the dumb dot for controlling it. But I'm going to have him throw his leg forward if I can figure out how to do that. Well, I'll just do that for now at 4 seconds and keyframe it. So now we should be doing some leg movement as well as moving his eyes. If I did it right, yeah, okay. So, you could smooth that out. You can make it take more or less time. Let's see what happens if I spread these guys all apart. So things happen slower and more gracefully. You can always make your timeline longer in order to allow yourself to spread out your keyframes and make actions happen slower over more time. So anyway, same thing would happen for anything I want to move. I want to move his head, and I select it. Again, annoyingly, his head position moves at that point. But notice it throws out a controlling dot, and you can then move his head and keyframe it however you want. It's a bug they're going to have to get rid of, this business of having the character move when you select it, like the control part of its body. If I choose the left hand, it throws the left hand out. So it's a little annoying. But basically, that's all you do is you select to operate on a specific part of the character's anatomy, elbow, whatever, and then you find the controlling dot and grab onto it with your cursor, and you can move it around. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, you have my email.